good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 5 Now, the live stream here on our WKRG Facebook page. I'm wondering if I can hear myself this morning, but if you're hearing me, I guess that's all that counts. I'm not really pinging very well. Let's see, can everybody hear me? Let me ask my producer out there if you can hear me. I'm not seeing some things going on here that should be going on, like, this microphone being open. So can you hear me? You got me? Okay. Well, my crew says they've got me, so I'm going to forget the buttons and the dials and the meters and the stuff in my headphones here, and we're just going to plug right along. All right, News 5 Now starts now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
And it all comes down to just pushing the right button sometimes. That's all it takes. Just find the right button and push it, and life will be your friend. Just words of advice here. Hey, saw many of you out at the Gulf Coast Home and Outdoor Expo this weekend. I was there for a little while on Saturday, and boy, what a crowd. A lot of people interested in a lot of the vendors that we had, home improvement vendors, and there was some things to see. We had that artificial turf guy that I'm telling you, not cutting the grass, that artificial big deal. I'm liking that one a lot. But there were a lot of other things to see. We're glad that a lot of you came out and supported the Gulf Coast Home and Outdoor Expo, and we'll put it on again next year at the Daphne Civic Center. We hope you'll make plans for that. Get you to our big stories right now and tell you what's going on in the world over the weekend. Number 5, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are now the champions of the NBA. They beat the Indiana Pacers 103-91 in Game 7 of the finals. It is the Thunder's first title since relocating to Oklahoma City in 2008. They were the Seattle Supersonics. They won the title in 1979 as the Sonics. So congratulations to OKC. Number 4, shrimp season in Mississippi started this morning at 6. According to the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, recreational and commercial shrimping north of the Intracoastal Waterway will end on New Year's Day. Areas south of the waterway will close next May. So if you're a shrimper and want to do some shrimping, you got some time to do it. Number 3, this week, the Mobile Sports Hall of Fame Walk has its grand opening at the Convention Center on Water Street in downtown Mobile. The ceremony is set for Tuesday at 1:30. The new $10 million walk features 6 9-foot-tall statues of Mobile's greatest sports heroes. Many of the ones who are still living and featured in bronze will be there for the grand opening, and of course that is tomorrow. Number 2, a car crashed into a school in Mobile yesterday, taking out a front wall. It happened around 10 a.m. on downtown or Loop South at Remington College. The car crashed through a wall next to the front entrance to the private college and also took out a long window, you can see there. One person was taken to a hospital. And number 1, police in Mobile are investigating a shooting that happened yesterday at the Estates at Lafayette Square Apartments. Officers responded to a shots fired call at the apartment about 6 p.m. Mobile police say they discovered a juvenile there had been shot, and so far no arrests have been made in that shooting. Of course, we will follow up on that and keep you posted on things that are going on. We'll take you to our question of the day, and our question of today is actually from Friday, and it is about this: how do you give back to your community? And the reason for this is because a lot of us in our parent company, Nextstar's organization, participate in something called our Day of Caring. And Friday was our Day of Caring here in the Mobile community, Mobile and Northwest Florida as well, where a lot of folks here put on T-shirts and went out to help pack boxes of feeding the Gulf Coast. And of course, that's one of our pet partnerships that we have. I don't say that lightly because every April we do the thing where we stock the pantry, and we do that to help out kids during the summer. So what do you do to give back to your community? And there were some really good comments in here. Ivy Grace says she donates to her kids' school to help make sure that kids' peers aren't going without during the school system. We see a lot of that in public schools. Some of them have their own clothes or hygiene closets. Some have their own food banks that they operate out of the schools, and that's very cool. Shauna says she started a nonprofit that teaches youth how to fish. That's right. Teach a student to fish, teach a kid to fish, and he'll never go hungry. That's according to myth. Let's see. Lisa says she uses her own funds to purchase items for her classroom. There you go. A lot of great comments in here. Come on and read them and add to them if you feel obliged. We'd appreciate that very much. And, of course, if you're here on our WKRG Facebook page, it's easy to do. Now, I'll take you to, I'm going to go ahead and take you to our poll of the day. And it of course, is from Friday, too, because we're early in the morning here on a Monday. But this is now a resolved question. Should the U.S. get involved in the Iran-Israeli conflict? Now, as you know, over the weekend, the U.S. did get involved by bombing 3 nuclear sites in Iran with B-2 bombers. The essence of that mission had B-2 bombers take off from their home base in Missouri. B-2s are located in the center of the country, and these are sleek stealth bombers. By estimates, the mission was 37 hours for the crews on board the B-2. They flew into Iran, dropped their payloads, flew back to the U.S. over 37 hours over the weekend. So you can comment on this. As you well know, the U.S. is involved in the Iranian conflict with Israel, or the Israel conflict with Iran, whichever way you tend to look at it. What is the fallout from that? Well, that's yet to be decided. Will it affect oil prices if the Iranians decide to close the Strait of Hormuz, which I believe carries about 1/5 of the world's oil supply to various countries and from their neighbors as well. So if Iran closes the Strait of Hormuz, then you may see some fallout from their neighbors, including Oman and Iraq and Saudi Arabia, who also use the strait for their exportation purposes. So there are a lot of questions to be answered over that situation, and no doubt in the coming days we will be seeing what that fallout is. So come on over and let us know what you're thinking about some of these stories, our question, our poll, maybe even some of the other stories that we post on WKRG on our Facebook page here, and even at WKRG.com. We appreciate all of your comments. We appreciate you guys visiting our pages and watching WKRG. Speaking of watching on air this morning, Devin Walsh will be here at 9 and noon, and again later at 5, and also for News 5 Now right here at 12:30. I'm Bill Riles. We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning for News 5 this morning beginning at 4:30. Hope you have a great Monday.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.